There are actually 11 different species of badgers. These 11 species are commonly grouped into up to 4 subspecies: Malivernae, the honey badger; Taxidae, the American badger; Melanae, the European badger, and 3 other species, and Halictidae, 5 species of a type of badger/ferret cross. The American badger is found in parts of Mexico, the US, and Canada. The European badger is, surprisingly, found nearly everywhere in Europe. On the other hand, the honey badger is more broadly spread out in India, Southwest Asia, and Africa. The European and American badgers, while similar in appearance, aren't closely related at all. The honey badger both looks quite different and is not closely related to the others at all. All badgers belong to the Mustelidae family. Badgers aren't the only member of the Mustelidae family, though. Other notable animals which are grouped in with badgers include weasels, otters, ferrets, and minks. The Mustelidae family is an incredibly diverse group of animals, with some 50 to 60 species. It's so large, in fact, that it's the largest family of carnivorous animals. We have many different names for badgers. In North America, a young badger is called a kit, while a male or female badger is simply a male or female badger. European badgers have completely different names, though. A European female badger is called a sow, a male badger is called a boar, and a young badger is called a cub. The most common collective noun for badgers is a seat, but they're commonly called a clan when it's a colony of badgers. Badgers live underground in holes called setts. All types of badgers live underground in tunnels that they dig, but not all live in groups. Both the American and the honey badger live most of their lives as solitary animals, so their setts would be much smaller. During mating season, these more solitary badgers will temporarily increase their territory. European badgers are quite different, often being found in large clans. On average, European badgers are found in groups of 6, but there are records of groups as large as 23 all living in one set. There are a few different theories behind the history of the badger's name. One of the most commonly held ideas is that the word badger comes from the older word badgered, as in something which has a badge on it, in this case, a white one on the forehead. Another commonly held origin is that the word badger comes from a French word that has connections to the adjective digger. The word for a badger in Welsh, mocandair, is much more interesting, as it quite literally translates to earth pig. Badgers are very clean animals. All badgers live underground, so it would get very messy down in their setts if they weren't quite cleanly animals. The good news is that they are. They replace old and worn-out bedding that they accumulate in their setts and have separate communal bathrooms, which they dig far away from the main part of their burrow. The only thing is that their poop is a little bit pongy, as they also use it to mark their territory. Badgers don't hibernate. Despite being burrowing animals that sometimes live in areas with cold winters, badgers don't actually go into hibernation. Instead, they simply slow down a lot over winter. In addition to being less active, they also go into states of torpor, which is an extremely long sleep that can last as long as 29 hours, where they go into a kind of stasis. Badgers are a protected animal in the UK. For a long time in the UK, it was believed that badgers were pests that often caused issues for farms. Much more recently, badgers in the UK were also believed to be a possible source of the spread of mad cow diseases, bovine tuberculosis. Fortunately, both of these beliefs are, for the most part, behind us, with badgers now enjoying a status of protection which makes it illegal to maim or kill badgers in the UK. Badger burrows can be more than 100 years old. The much more social European badgers commonly live together in large clans, which obviously need larger setts. Sometimes these setts can be so large that they have as many as 50 entrances. Because of the immense amount of work required to carve out a set of such size, they are commonly passed down from generation to generation, being maintained and improved upon as time goes by. Badgers are mostly nocturnal animals. For the most part, badgers spend their night hunting or foraging and spend their days nestled up asleep in their setts. The most common exception to this is found with American badgers that live far from any places of human activity. In these conditions, American honey badgers are quite commonly seen out and about foraging throughout the day.